Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's live, guys, are going to be on Week 10 starts and sits, guys. So I'm going to hit you with the early starts and sits. And also, if you got any questions, guys, I got you with your questions, too. So with no further ado, let's begin. Also, guys, if you want to show support to the channel, go sign up on OnlyFans. There's nothing weird going over there, just a different platform. And it's only $10 a month, and I got bundles, got great discount bundles. So you make sure you sign up, guys, and there you're getting personal content where I'm gonna go like, hey, look, let me see your lineup. Oh yeah, start this guy. Look, trade this guy. Let me see your whole team. Oh yeah, that's a B+ score. All right, you need to do this and do this to this guy. Over on YouTube, I'm not doing that. I don't got time to do that. So that's what the OnlyFans is for. I'm giving y'all cutting edge on YouTube. So make sure you stay in the YouTube. I'm not providing anything like extra special videos on OnlyFans, but I'm providing that personable content where you can chop it up with me and we can go back and forth and I can make a personalized video for you if you need help from week to week. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and begin, guys. And I'm going to start off. Let me show some love to the chat first. Swavy, what's up, bruh? He says, yo, welcome back, guys. Thoughts on trading away Swift and Kelsey for Mark Andrews and Derrick Henry? Other running backs, Chubb, ETN, Walker, other tight ends, Pittman, 7-2-10 man. Yeah, so you can trade away Swift and so you say thoughts on trading away Swift and Kelsey for Mark Andrews. Kelsey, bruh, I think that's a league-winning player. I think you're getting a little too cute there. I get it. You're going to get Derrick Henry, but I think Kelsey's every bit of Derrick Henry as far as the tight end. But if you good, you rather go, you okay with Mark Andrews because he's hurt. So you got to know that. If you okay with Mark Andrews, then I say go for it because you're going to get Derrick Henry. You're going to have Derrick Henry, ETN, and Walker and Chubb. Make sure you can start all these guys. If you cannot start all these running backs, do not do that move. So you better be able to start Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, ETN, and Kenneth Walker. And I say that if you can do that, that's a good move. And Ian Taylor, what's up, bro? He says Sutton or T. Marshall at wide receiver, bro. You got to be Sutton just because of his draft capital. I do like Terrence Marshall this week, but they saying it might rain at the game. So we got to be careful with the weather, right? But Sutton, man, you got to be Sutton. His draft capital, Russell Wilson is getting a little bit better. So I think the targets will be a little bit more cleaner. I'm going to go with Sutton for this week. But if Marshall boom one more time, I'm probably going to put Marshall ahead of Sutton if Sutton don't give me the output that I think he can do. Yep. Good question, though, bro. And Life and Sports Talk with Jake. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's going on, Jake? What's going on, bro? He says, what up? Debo coming back this week. Lost him and Chase. So having Debo back helps a lot. I did get Hardman off waivers and those Seahawks, baby. Yes, sir. Those Seahawks, their defense. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Clamps, what's up, Clamps? He said, should I accept this trade? I'm getting Justin Fields for Dak Prescott. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do that right now. Yes, sir. What up, bro? He's Mr. Anderson in the house. Yes, sir. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, show support to the channel. Parker, what's up, bro? He says Kittle, JT, and Jeff Wilson for Derrick Henry. If you good at tight, I know you know how to do this, so I'm not even going to really break it down like that, but I'm going to do it for everybody. But he got Kittle, JT, and Jeff Wilson. So I'm pretty sure you got a good tight end backing up Kittle. Jonathan Taylor ain't played for you in a while, so you got good running backs. Jeff Wilson, just a guy splitting carries. And you going to get Derrick Henry? Because I know you probably got other guys on your team where you don't need these guys. Yes, sir. Do that, bro. That's a great move. That's an A. KJ, what's up, bro? He says, what's good, bro? Should I start Gabriel Davis or Donovan People-Jones this week? 4-point PPR. You got to start with Gabriel. Now, listen, if Josh Allen is out, I will go Donovan People-Jones. And I hate to say that, but I don't know if what's the backup for them? Let me see. I got his name wrote down. Case Keenum. I don't know if Case Keenum can actually get the ball to Gabe Davis deep. And that's what the Gabe Davis does good. He don't really separate that good underneath. So I'm going to say Donovan People-Jones if Josh Allen doesn't play. Racky 2000, guys. Make sure next year you sign up for my listener leagues. Racky's in there. He's killing it in one of the big major money leagues. Great job, bro. And Dynasty's doing real in some of my Dynasty. Guys, the Dynasty is phenomenal. I got 9 defensive starters. And regular, I got like 4 flex spots. Guys, it's great. I'm telling you, it's really fun. Racky them, some of these guys will come on here and tell you about that, but it's a really, really fun. And let me see. Let me get to KJ. He says, and Daniel Jones or Kirk Cousins for PPR. Man, I'm not going to get cute. I'm going to go with Kirk. Not Kirk, but Kirk with the K. And Swabby, he says, do we like J-Rob on the Jets offense more than Mecole Hardman? I like Mecole Hardman just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And CHB says, what up, bro? Missed out on Oden, but managed to pick up Wandale and Kyron Williams. Is Jawan Johnson a good pickup, or should I grab Logan Thomas? I'll probably play Logan Thomas over Jawan Johnson. That's just me. Jawan, he ain't had a good game since, 3 weeks ago? So I would go to Logan. And Swabby, he says, A.J. Dillon, DeAndre Swift, and Mecole Hardman for one of Mike Evans or Chris Olave. Thanks, bro. A.J. Dillon, DeAndre Swift, and Mecole Hardman for one of Mike. Okay, so which one would I give up for him? Yeah, I would do, if you can, I would give up. I mean, I'm not going to just tell you to go A.J. Dillon for Chris Olave because I don't think you can do that. I don't really know the question, but if you can do Mecole Hardman for Chris Olave, I would do that. Yes, sir. I like Chris Olave. Mecole Hardman's been playing good, but it's a lot of weapons, a lot of mouths to feed. But he still has been getting a lot of targets. So I would be okay holding on to Mecole because Mecole is a really good player, especially around the red zone. They were doing really good manufactured targets for him. He's not separating. It's just great play scheme. And he's doing it around the goal line. So you can hold on to him. But Chris Olave, bro, he's a champion. He's going to be really good for this year. All right, guys, I'm trying to get through these questions real quick, and then I'm going to get to the starts and sits. Parker says, dude in my league, drop Zeke. I got to pick him up right. Yes, sir. You can't leave him out there. Yes, sir. And Juke said, yo, need a tight end. Should I pick up Schultz, Otten, or Dotrich? I'm going with Dotrich. And Parker says, I'm a Saints fan, and I can confirm, don't start Jawan Johnson. He gets low targets, and all his points are from touchdowns. Yes, sir. All right, guys, so let me start with the starts and sits. And like I said, guys, as I'm going, y'all can ask any questions. I got you. All right, starting with the Atlanta versus Carolina. I'm going to start with the Atlanta Falcons. Marcus Mariota, you got to roll him out there. They playing Carolina. He had 30 points, 40 points, 30 points, 40 points against Carolina 2 weeks ago. So that's why I'm rolling him out there. No questions asked. Tyler Algier. Carolina get him up a lot of rushing yards. So, yes, I'm going to start Tyler Algier and Cordell Patterson because Carolina's run defense is weak. I said what I said. All right, Drake London and Kyle Pitts. I got stars beside them. The reason why, guys, some people can't start these guys. They got too many good talent, and they dudded a lot of people. But in a couple of my leagues, I'm starting Drake London because he's just a flex play. Or just a guy that I'm rolling. I got such a good team. I'm not going to get rid of a number one wide receiver, even though he's giving me low output, because I feel like I'd rather play him than to try to go to a third or fourth wide receiver and hope that they play better, right? So Drake London and Kyle Pitts, same thing with Kyle Pitts. If you can't go get Dotrix or, George Kittle, the top tight ends, then what else you going to go with, right? You going to go with Logan Thomas or Kyle Pitts? No, so you got to start Kyle Pitts if you don't have anything better. Let's go to the Carolina side. Yes, I'm going to start PJ Walker because he balled out a couple weeks ago against Atlanta. Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. It just depends. If you just got Chuba, you don't got Deontay, and you need a flex play, Chuba's okay for a flex play start, but Deontay is an RB2. He's still RB2. I'm not going to sit there because of last week. That was game script, I believe. DJ Moore, you got to roll him out there. Regardless, every week, roll DJ Moore out there in a flex or something, kind of the way I do with Drake London. And Terrence Marshall, he's my special player. I've been champion. I talked about him in waivers. I've been on him for 3 to 4 weeks. Guys, I really like Terrence Marshall. I think he's going to be special. Not like special like Jamar Chase or nothing, but like a good fantasy player, right? All right, let's move on. Seahawks versus the Buccaneers. Seahawks, Geno Smith, he's a star. Geno took his value. Geno about to get a bag. Geno about to get a bag. That's all I got to say. Geno balling, guys. Kenneth Walker is a star. Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf, and Noah Fant. Those are starters, guys. Again, Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and Noah Fant. Those are all stars for the Seahawks. Buccaneers, Tom Brady. You got to roll him out there. I love the value. I don't like the efficiency, but I love the value. The value makes me feel really good. I know he's going to throw it 40, 50 times. I feel great. Leonard Fournette. The volume. Tom Brady, his quarterback. And it got nothing to do with his percentage or his efficiency because it's terrible. But he's getting a bunch of targets in the pass game, and also he's getting opportunities to run it on the goal line. Also, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. You kind of just got to roll these guys out there if you don't got anything better, right? And you're pretty much not going to have anything better than Mike Evans. Godwin, I think you got to start him. Even if you got to bring him out as a flex, I don't think it's a better flex play just getting 12 targets than Chris Godwin. And Cade Otton is a special player. And I mean that not like he's super talented, but I think he's going to get a nice little opportunity from Tom Brady. Tom Brady knows how to hyper-target his tight ends. All right, guys, Broncos and Titans. Broncos, Russell Wilson. Yes, I finally got him as a star. I'm starting Russell Wilson. Jerry Jeudy, yep. Courtland Sutton and Greg Dulcich. Those are the guys that I'm starting. As far as the Titans, I'm only starting one person, and that's Derrick Henry. I'm sorry, right? But it is what it is. I can't tell you to start Ryan Tannehill, no Robert Woods, nobody, Austin Hooper, none of these guys. Even the tight end, the young, good tight end. No, none of these guys. Just Derrick Henry. All right, let's move on to the Browns versus the Dolphins. Yes, Browns versus the Dolphins, guys. So, the Browns, Jacoby Brissett, he's a starter. Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. And if David Njoku is healthy and he practiced a little bit this week and he's starting, it's up to you. If you ain't got a better tight end, roll David Njoku out there. It's tight end. It's very volatile there, so you can take opportunities to try to get cute a little bit with the tight end position. Dolphins, Tua, balling, MVP candidate. I told y'all this all summer long. I don't even know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I'm going to move on. All right, running backs. Between these two, I wouldn't start both of them, but between these two, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson. Now, listen, if you think if you think Dolphins are going to blow the Browns out, then it's going to be Jeff Wilson. But if you think it's going to be a close game, it's Raheem Mostert. So that's the game script. I'm giving y'all the sauce. That's how you pick between these two running backs. And Tyreek Hill and Jalen Water all day. You know they stars. All right, let's move on to the Saints and Steelers. Yes, guys, the Saints and the Steelers. So with the Saints, Andy Dalton. I love the way he's playing. A lot of people might not like it, but I love the way Andy Dalton is playing. Alvin Kamara. You got to start Alvin Kamara. As long as he don't get suspended, it is what it is. You got to roll Alvin Kamara out there. And Chris Olave and Taysom Hill. Those are the only guys that I'm starting right now. Maybe Jarvis Landry could be a starter maybe next week, but right now I cannot make him a starter. So for the Steelers, this is kind of be a little different. Y'all might not agree with me, but just check my logic out. Kenny Pickett is a starter, and I'm starting Kenny Pickett because the volume is crazy. A lot of weapons on Pittsburgh. But Kenny Pickett. Now listen, between Najee and Jalen Warren, it's up to you. Jalen Warren is coming, but Najee is trying his best to hold him off, and he's working very hard. So you're not just going to take Najee's position. So to me, if you got Najee and you want to roll him out there as your high-end flex, I think you do it. Because, you could be getting really cute sitting Najee and playing Jalen Warren. So I just want to mention that. But Pat Freiermuth, George Pickens, and Deontay Johnson are starters. You got to. You can't wait and say, well, let me see. You might miss an opportunity. So if you got better plays, George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth are good plays. But I do not want to sit on Deontay Johnson getting 8 to 10 targets. So, guys, I would roll Kenny Pickett if you got him out there because he's high value, and I would roll these weapons out there too, but not both running backs. Not both running backs. Okay, so let's move on. The next game is Lions and the Bears. So for the Lions, Jared Goff is a starter. DeAndre Swift is a starter. He's getting healthier. Jamal Williams, he's getting all the goal line opportunities, so that's a great start. And Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, Amon-Ra, one of my favorite players in the league. For the Bears, Justin Fields, he has arrived, guys. He's a top 5 quarterback rest of the season. I said what I said. And as far as David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert, I'm not saying start both of them, but the Lions' run defense is weak. So it's up to you. I think both of these guys are starts, but I wouldn't try to squeeze the backfield. I don't think they're that efficient, but you can start them. If you got Khalil Herbert as a flex play on your team, that's fine. If you got David Montgomery as an RB2 and you want to start him, I think it's fine. And Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet are definitely starters. But here's a guy that I think is probably this is the time to start him, and it's Chase Claypool. I think it's this week. They need that deep ball. And teams are going to come up and try to take away Justin Fields. The deep ball is going to be open for Chase. All they got to do is catch it. All right, let's move on, guys. Vikings and Bills. So for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. Yes, Kirk Cousins is a starter. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and T.J. Hockenson. Great job, T.J. Hockenson from last week. He has, with him being supported by all these weapons, it makes it easy on him. And I think he's a better tight end with weapons around him. And for the Bills, if Josh Allen doesn't play, don't play Gabe Davis. So it's all about Josh Allen. So if Josh Allen's out, I wouldn't play Gabe Davis. But you can if you have to. I wouldn't go to no 4th-string wide receiver to play over Gabe. But if I got a good flex play, a good solid wide receiver, yes, I would do that if Josh Allen doesn't play. But Devin Singletary and Stephon Diggs are starters all day long. And Dawson Knox, if Case Keenum plays, you can sit Gabe, and that boosts up Dawson Knox because the tight end is a young, or not a young quarterback, but a quarterback coming in the middle of the season, best friend. Tight end is just it's one of the safest targets from distance from a quarterback. So usually when a new guy is starting, like a quarterback, usually they're going to hyper-target a tight end position. All right. So, and guys, I didn't talk a lot about Cole Kmet, but I do like Cole Kmet. He's going to be a good top 12 tight end going forward for the rest of the season. All right, let's move on to the Texans and Giants. For the Texans, guys, I'm a little worried about Davis Mills. If you have to start Davis Mills, you're in a super flex league, it's okay to start him. Brandon Cooks, it's up to you. It's up to your discretion. Nico Collins is your discretion. But Damian Pierce is definitely your starter. The rest of the guys, they're very, very volatile. Giants, Daniel Jones, you're starting him. Saquon Barkley is the number 1 RB this week over Alvin and Derek. I said what I said. He's playing against the weakest run defense that I've seen in a long time. Saquon's going to smash. Rondell Robinson and Darius Slayton are also starters too. All right, so let me go to a couple questions in the chat before I move on. Okay. Juke says, and start 1 and drop 1. Najee, Jeff Wilson, Michael Carter, Connor, or Gibson. So he says, start 1 and drop 1. I'm starting Gibson. And I'm dropping. Bruh, I don't want to tell you to drop Najee, but Najee has the least amount of value on all those guys. So I'm not going to tell you to drop him. I'm going to let you make that decision. I say he has the least amount of value out of Jeff Wilson, Michael Carter, and Connor and Gibson. Connor is even catching passes. So if you want to drop Najee, that's on you. I'm not dropping Najee. But the one star out of those guys, to me, is Gibson. I love his value with J.D. McKissick being out. What's going on, Stacy? She says, hey, just checking in. I appreciate it. She said, should I start Fields or Geno Smith? I'm going to go with Justin Fields. I'm going to get a little cute. Yes, I'm going to go with Justin Fields. And Suave said, what wide receiver should I target for a DeAndre Swift and T. Higgins package? Hill and J.J. Owner said no already. You say target for DeAndre Swift and T. Higgins. Should I target for a DeAndre Swift and T. Higgins package? Okay. Let me see. Devontae Adams. Try Devontae Adams. Let me see. Let me see for you. Let me look a little bit more for you, bruh. Tyler Lockett. I like Tyler Lockett. I think Tyler Lockett is going to do real well. Let me see. Jalen Waddle, maybe. Yes, Jalen Waddle. George Pickens. Like maybe you can get George Pickens and 3 other players, right? Because I like George Pickens. So yeah, or Chris Olave. Hopefully they helped you out, bruh. And Suave says, is Swift and Higgins for Waddle too much to give up? No, I don't think it is. I think you could. Yeah, I don't think it's too much because Swift is very volatile right now. So if you're really strong at running back, you got to be strong at running back. I say it's worth it. Mr. Anderson, he said deep league quarterback play, Daniel Jones or Pickett. I'm gonna go with Pickett. I'm getting cutting edge here. I'm going with Pickett. And Mr. Anderson says, who will have the most passing yards? Pickett. And Swavy says, elite wide receivers are getting so hard to trade for. Yes, they are, because PPR. Mr. Anderson says, Kirk or Pickens? In PPR, I'm going Kirk. And half PPR, I'm going Pickens. And standard, I'm going Pickens. But in full PPR, I'm going Kirk. Suave says, would you do Fields, Swift, and Higgins for JJ? I have Lamar and good running back there. Yes, I would. I would do Fields, Swift, and Higgins for Justin Jefferson. Yes, sir. Mr. Anderson said, you rolling Taylor out there with that fragile ankle? It just depends on what type of team I got. If I ain't got nothing else better, yes. But if I got other guys that can push him, yes, I'm probably going to start those guys. If he's injured, he don't practice all week, and I got DeAndre Swift, I might start DeAndre Swift over Jonathan Taylor. And Mr. Anderson says, Wandale Curtis, Nico Boom play. I'm going Wandale. And Mr. Anderson says, Gainwell or Warren. Appreciate it, bro. No problem, brother. I got you. I'm going to go Jalen Warren. And Parker says, Swabby, you could target A.J. Brown. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Parker. Yeah, that's another good one. And Mr. Anderson, smash that like button, fellas. Yes, let's get the likes up. Let's get them likes up. And Suave says, I have A.J. Brown. Okay. Parker said, oh, okay. And Kyle, what's up? What's going on with you, Kyle? He says, Hoodie, my man. Yesterday I told you how I got Aaron Jones. I traded Jones and Devontae for Higgins and Mostert. I have 4 wide receivers down. Higgins, DK, Evans, and Debo. I'm going to move one for a good RB next to Kamar. Okay. I think that's a good idea. And Parker says Kittle and Najee for Kelsey. Yes, I would do that. And Kyle says, so do I play Jamal or Pollard this week, bruh? Right now, I'm going to say Jamal because Jamal's getting all goal line carries. And that's upside. That falling touchdown, that's special. So he's going to get he's going to end up with he's the James Conner of last year. That's what Jamal Williams is. But if Zeke don't play, it's Tony Pollard easy. If Zeke don't play, Tony Pollard all day. Life in Sports Talk with Jake says Hawkinson or Njoku this week. Hawkinson looked good this week. He did. If Njoku gets some practice in, like full practice in, but he could be limited. But if he practice, I say Njoku. But Hawkinson is a safe play to roll out there. He's a great safe play this week. MP, what's up, bruh? He said, what you think of this full trade? Jonathan Taylor, Olave Jacobs, and Devontae Smith for Waddle, Walker, Lamb, and Sanders. I give it a B. I don't like the Lamb and the Sanders part, but I love Waddle and Walker. But I'm not big fans of Lamb and Sanders, but that's just me. Lamb and Sanders could be really good going forward for the rest of the season. I'm just not high on them, and I'm gonna stick with like what I've been on. And Kyle says, Ken Walker, my bad. Oh, okay. And for a good running back next to Kenneth Walker. Okay, yes, that's fine. I think that's a good idea. Yes, you consolidating. That's how you do it. And MP says, I get the other side. Got you. For Waddle. So you getting Waddle Walk. Oh, you getting JT, Olave, and Jacobs. Yes. If you getting Olave, Jacobs, and Devontae Smith, whoo, I don't know. There's a couple throw-in players that I don't like, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The best side is Waddle and Walker. That's the best side. So I'm just gonna say it there like that. The best side is Waddle and Walker. Kyle said I also picked Jimmy G up in case Allen is out. That's a good move. That's a great move. And picked up Warren also. Yep, got to stash Warren. Got to stash him. All right, guys, let me get to the rest of the starts and sits. Okay, so the Jaguars versus the Chiefs. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence is a start. He's getting better every week. I love what Trevor's doing. Travis Etienne, smash play, top 5 RB, easy. Christian Kirk and Zay Jones. I'm going to roll both of these guys out there. I'm not going to put Marvin in there, tomato, right? But I do like Christian Kirk and Zay Jones. I think they upside is a lot more than Marvin. Chiefs, Pat Mahomes all day. You know that's easy. Travis Kelce, Juju, and Mecole Hardman. I can't tell you to put MVS out there or even Kadarius Toney. We need to see a little bit more. All right, so the next game is the Colts versus the Raiders. So to start with the Colts, guys, I don't got to start any starters for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor, if he don't practice all week, I'm not starting him. That outfit with Sam Ehlinger, no. And they trying to tank. So I'm not starting nobody on the Colts. I said what I said. But if I got to, that's different. That's why I wanted to explain this. If you got to, you ain't got nobody else better than Jonathan Taylor or Michael Pittman, then you do what you got to do. Raiders, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, and Devontae Adams. And the reason why I'm starting Derek Carr with only one offensive passing weapon is because Devontae Adams could have 3 touchdowns. I said what I said. Devontae Adams could have 3 touchdowns. That's enough for Derek Carr. All right, let's move on. We got 4 more games. Cowboys versus the Packers. Starting with the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is a starter. Tony Pollard or Zeke. I'm not going to say squeeze him this week. Next week, if we see that Zeke going to play and he's going to get touchdowns and Tony Pollard's still going to be explosive, then you can play both of them. But right now, I say if Zeke plays, you choose one of them. Like if Zeke plays, you could roll out Zeke. I'll be a little bit nervous, but I'll roll Zeke out there. But if Zeke don't play, Tony Pollard is a smash play. I'm not going to say Tony Pollard is a smash play if Zeke is out there because Zeke going to get all the goal line carries, right? So Pollard could have 12, 13 points, and Zeke could have 15 points, right? It could be that type of week. CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz are starters. Now, listen, I'm not a big fan of CeeDee Lamb, but he is a starter. He's a number 1 wide receiver. And Dalton Schultz is picking up. That knee is getting better. As far as the Packers, guys, if you got to start Aaron Rodgers, that's on you. I don't got him as a starter, but I get it. Some people got to start him. But the main starters is Alan Lazard. And if Aaron Jones is healthy and he practices, Aaron Jones is a starter too. All right, moving on. The Cardinals versus the Rams. Starting with the Cardinals. If Kyler Murray is healthy, you start him. James Conner, Zach Ertz, D-Hop, and Rondale Moore. A lot of weapons to start over there, but you got to start Rondale Moore. You got to start Zach Ertz too. Rams, Matthew Stafford. He might not play. They say they're checking for a concussion. So it just depends on what you got to do. But Cooper Kupp is on main starter. But you can start Tyler Higbee and Matthew Stafford if you need to. Tyler Higbee dudded me last week. I don't got him, but he just dudded people last week. But because it's the Cardinals, that's the weakest team against tight ends. So sometimes you got to just be like, okay, if I got Tyler Higbee, I ain't going to try to get cute. He's playing against the worst team against tight ends. I'm starting Tyler Higbee. All right. Moving on. 2 more games. Chargers versus the 49ers. Chargers. Justin Herbert is a starter. Austin Eckler. Yes, Austin Eckler. Josh Palmer and Gerald Everett. I'm starting those guys. Easy. 49ers. Jimmy is a nice safe play. Backup if you got to pivot from Josh Allen. CMC, Debo are starters. George Kittle and IU. Now you might say, with Jimmy, with all those starters, guys, you got to start these guys. Brandon Ayuk is a good wide receiver. I don't want you to sit him and then you miss his boom game. Same thing with George Kittle. You know you're starting George Kittle, CMC, and Debo. So that's why all these guys are starters. All right, guys, last game. Commanders versus the Eagles. Monday night. Commanders. Taylor Heineke. With his rushing upside with his legs, you kind of always got to kind of start him if you're streaming and stuff, right? If you want to pick him up for super flex or whatever. He's an okay start because his legs. But I love Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin. And listen, if you got to pivot to Logan Thomas because you don't got no tight end, that's okay. But I'm not just going to start him like he's a smash star. He's not a top 12 tight end. Eagles. You know, you got to have your Eagles. They come with a family. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. And yes, I do got Devontae Smith. Got to keep rolling him out there. He should be like a wide receiver 3 for you. And if he's a wide receiver 2, you might have to start looking on the waivers or making some trades because he might not be giving you the consistent boom that you need. All right, guys, let me get to everybody's comment now. Let me go to the comments. Okay, and let me see. Kyle says, I also picked up Jimmy J. Okay, I've seen that one already. And Kyle says, and picked Warren up. Okay, I did that one already too. And Mr. Anderson says, OBJ worth his stash. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's long game. You need to be winning. You can't be 4-5 making that type of move. You need to be like 6-3 or something. And MP says, I got JT. MP says, I got JT because I got Deion Jackson too. So no matter what, I got the starter. Yes, but that offensive line is terrible, bro. So I get it. You might have to roll out one of these guys, so that's fine. That's a great strategy. Michael Reeves says, trade A.J. Brown for Alvin Kamara and Deshaun Watson. Yeah. If you feel like if Alvin Kamara you don't feel like he's going to get suspended, then do that. If you're good at running back, you bet if you're good at wide receiver, you better not need a wide receiver. If you only got like one really top end wide receiver, I would not do that. But if you got A.J. Brown and like D-Hop or something, yeah, you can do that. He said, it's a 2-quarterback super flex. I have a good record, and my quarterbacks are Tua, Dak, Jimmy. Yes, you can do that. You can do that. I hope you got good wide receivers too. MP says, if McKissick is out for the season, Gibson might be a consistent RB2. Yes, I said it. I think he might be out for the season with a neck injury. And MP says, after watching 3 to 4 games of Brian Robinson, I don't get what he's better than Gibson at. I don't either. And Mr. Anderson says, Curtis Samuel or Nico Collins rest of the season. I'm going to go with Nico. I'm going with Nico, Mr. Anderson. And Mr. Anderson says, 16-team league, I need to win out. I got you, bro. I'm going with Nico over Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel is immediate, but Nico is a great talent, man. He's a young talent, and they want to keep him in that. And Davis Mills wants to hyper target him. Kyle says, which running back can I get for either Debo, DK, Evans, or Higgins? Which running back can I get for Debo or DK or Evans? You can't get Nick Chubb. Maybe Alvin Kamara. Let me see. Not Deontay Foreman. Maybe Tony Pollard. Let me see. Who else? Antonio Gibson is something else. Like you can give up. I'm not saying give DK up for Antonio Gibson, but you can give up DK and get Antonio Gibson and another player. Or you can do Higgins for Miles Sanders and another player. I'm not a big fan of Miles Sanders, but he's been playing well, so I got to give him some respect. Sign up for Kyle. That's why you need to sign up for my OnlyFans. The link is in the description. That way, man, I can help you a little bit more. I can take a little bit more time, like a lot of time on that question. And Phoenix says, should I accept and should I accept? I give Ramondre Stevenson and Jalen Waddle for ETN and Amari Cooper. I give Ramondre Stevenson and Jalen Waddle for ETN and Amari Cooper. No, I'm not doing that move. I hold off on that Phoenix. Ramondre Stevenson and Jalen Waddle are top 12 players. Amari Cooper Amari Cooper is good, but he's very volatile. Ramondre Stevenson and Jalen Waddle is not volatile. They consistent top 12 guys. Jalen Waddle is a top 5 wide receiver. Ramondre is a top 12 running back, probably even better. I wouldn't do that trade. Suave says, we giving up DeAndre Swift, Higgins, and A.J. Dillon for Mike Evans. We giving up DeAndre Swift, Higgins, and A.J. Dillon for Mike Evans. No. 7-2. Looking elite wide receivers for playoffs. Nah, Mike Evans ain't good enough. Should I get JT for Aaron Jones and Jacoby Myers? Yes. Yes, I think that's a good move. But man, I'm a little worried about JT though. I'm a little worried about JT because this team is tanking. So why? I don't know if you want to go get a tanking team and get that starting running back. He said, I know it's risky, but I don't know why I have a little faith in. Okay, I got you. I'll trust that. I respect that what you're saying. And MP says, you think I'm solid? My rest of the season team is Kyler, Kamara, Jacobs, Jefferson, Higgins, JT, Olave, Mark Andrews. Yes. Kyler, Kamara, Jacobs, Jefferson, Higgins, JT, Olave. Yes, I give it a B plus, bro. And Swabby says, last one, bro. Sorry, I'm about to send this over, though. Oh, you good. You good. This is what I'm here for. But sign up for the OnlyFans. That way, man, you can get really personable content, and I can break your team down, man. Like, we can do this all day, and I can give you targets. So sign up for the OnlyFans. I'm not doing that, guy, just for y'all to give me money, right? I can help y'all, but I don't got time on YouTube to take 5 minutes on one question. He says, last one, bro. You good? I'm about to send this over now. Swift, Higgins, Mecole Hardman, and A.J. Dillon for Mike Evans and Chris Olave. He's going to give up Swift, Higgins, and Mecole Hardman and A.J. Dillon for Mike Evans and Chris Olave. I'm going to say no. And you get it. You said you got good running back depth. Okay. For Mike Evans and Chris Olave. Okay, if you need wide receivers and you that strong at running back, bro, yeah, go ahead and do it. I just think you can get somebody better than Mike Evans. Like I would do like D-Hop and Chris Olave. That's just me. But if that might be the only wide receiver you can get, man, I get it. I don't want to be disingenuous with just saying nope. I know that's a lot of people do that. I'm not going to do that. So I feel like if you think that's strong and that's a good move, you know how to play fantasy. I say do it. He says, have good running back depth. Yes, sir. I get it. And MP says, why the coach tanking? They can win their conference. I don't know. Remember, they tanked for Peyton, and they also tanked for Andrew Luck, and it worked out for him. So maybe he think he can do that again. Parker says, flex too. Foreman, Jeff Wilson, Komet. I just got Fields, Terrence Marshall. Bro, I got to go with Foreman this week. Foreman and Jeff Wilson. Yep. All right, guys. I guess if that's all the questions, I'm going to get out of here. I know it's getting a little late, but hopefully this is a good stream. It's not that long. It's not an hour, so it's 40 minutes. So hopefully that's good. But guys, thank y'all for tuning in. He said, yeah, that's what I had. Yep. Yeah, you got to put them running backs out there. Anytime, Parker. Anytime, bro. Yep. So, guys, y'all be safe. Make sure y'all go sign up for the OnlyFans. The link is in the description box, guys. I appreciate everybody. Yep. Peace. Yep. Good night, too, bro. Yes, sir.